Have you been wanting to mine mobile tokens with Helium 5G, but you don't have a location or you live outside of the United States? Well, we finally have a platform that is providing the solution for you. What's going on, everybody? It's Chris with Committed 3D Tech. As I mentioned in previous videos, Moken.io is the first of its kind platform for Helium 5G miners that are outside of the United States or invest in Helium 5G platforms without having to go through the process of installing 5G radios and a Freedom Fi gateway. So in this video, what we're gonna do is we're gonna talk about why and how Moken works. We're also gonna talk about my earnings and why I'm so bullish on Helium 5G and mobile token. And then we're gonna go through the platform and we're gonna talk about how you can get your very own fully deployed 5G radio with just the click of a few buttons. Of course, if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you do that because I'm gonna have a ton more content coming out on this. As you know, my company Panda Labs, we are doing a lot of installations and other things related to proof of physical work projects like Helium, Hive Mapper, Demo, Deeper Connect, and all of the like. Make sure you turn the notification bell on and that way you'll get notified anytime I come out with a new video. And of course, like this video because that's gonna help push this forward to a larger audience. It helps with the YouTube algorithm. It helps this channel grow so that I can keep producing more content like this for all of you who find value in it. And with all that out of the way, let's get to the video. Now, first things first, of course, if you want to get your very own fully deployed Moken radio, use the link down in the description. I don't have any discount codes as of right now. I am working with Moken and Helium Deploy to make that happen. Likely the code will be C3D, but as of right now, the platform is exclusive anyway, so it's really, really difficult to get accepted to it. And there are a limited number of these deployed radios, and they go very, very quickly. The other thing important to mention is that Moken did give me a radio for free so that I could test out the platform and see it for myself. Now, for me personally, I've deployed my own radios. We'll talk about how much mobile token I've earned, but the reason I think this platform is so valuable is because not everyone is in a position like me to be able to be deploying multiple radios throughout multiple locations. And of course, keep in mind, like, this isn't financial advice, but most of you know that my crypto portfolio has done extremely well. And that's why I review platforms like this, is because I see the opportunity to get in on the ground floor in a way that's not only gonna benefit you, but it's also gonna benefit the whole network and the company and mankind in general. As of right now, it is strictly the marketplace for being able to get these Helium 5G miners. Now, the coolest part about it is you can actually finance these. So you make 5 payments of $500 and you own the radio. It's fully deployed and ready to go. We'll talk about that a little bit more once we dive into the platform. So let's start off by talking about the price of mobile token. There are estimates coming from places like Parley Labs, Helium Deploy, and Bobcat. Bobcat, I think, is gonna be the GOAT when it comes to that. Now, when you go to their website, they automatically show a price point of $0. They let you put in your estimate. So if we put in the low end of the estimate that we've seen, per outdoor radio, you're gonna be earning roughly $46.4 in mobile token per day. Once again, not financial advice, that could change, but that's what we're seeing as of right now. And even on platforms like Parley Labs, you have to sign this waiver basically saying that you understand it's not investment advice. Understandable, because people have higher expectations than they should. That's what happens. But when you click on that, you see if you have one deployed radio, these are roughly the amount of mobile tokens you're going to be earning. They have it in hot dogs, which is funny. This is actually my first time looking at it. Anyway, now talking about how much I have earned. Keep in mind, I have 2 sources. One source is my radios that I have deployed, and then the second source is Panda Labs, where I have actually deployed radios for other people, and I'm getting a percentage of those earnings. So as of right now, I have 3,364,813.42 mobile tokens. That's not including Panda Labs. As of right now, we can add 75,000 to that. Also keep in mind that this is not including my January payouts yet, which is going to be pretty big. So pretty cool to see how much we're earning from these deployments. If this was just the low end estimate of what we're earning, that's $1,300 of mobile token. And once again, if the price is 0.00038 per mobile token, there's no chance that I'm gonna sell them at that price. No chance. Like I said, I've learned my lesson with Helium tokens in the past and other investments. Fortunately, when I have sold those investments, I used the capital into other tokens or platforms, and they ended up making me a good chunk of change. So I really can't complain, but I really did learn my lesson and the value of holding these tokens until I see a really, really good return on my investment. Now let's talk about if it's around the price estimate that we think. Obviously, on the high end, it will be roughly 10 times that, which would be $13,000 in mobile token, which is obviously what we hope for. Even at the 0.004 estimate though, I'm not gonna sell. It's just not gonna happen. What we're looking at is anywhere from $6,800 all the way up to over $13,000, closer to 14, which is pretty ridiculous. Let's pretend that that other estimate that we saw of like 1.5 cents was true. If that's the case, we are looking at $51,500 already. Now, I'm not positive, but I have heard this. If you want the value of mobile token to go up, it might help if you smash the like button down below. Only joking, of course that probably will not help the value of mobile token, but it will help push this video further to a larger audience. It helps the channel grow, and it helps more people learn and understand about Helium 5G and all of the stuff that we review on this channel. Now, when we look at numbers like this, it's really, really important because I think the Genesis period is rewarding us far more than we're going to see outside of the Genesis period. It's the same thing we saw when the Helium token launched. The rewards were astronomical, and people just don't understand how lucrative investing early into a platform like this is. The other thing that I think is important to keep in mind, we look at platforms like Demo, where we're seeing the token rewards increase in value very, very quickly. With Helium, it's a lot different, because the revenue model is not something that's just going to pop up right off the bat. We have to build the network first. So when we look at the Helium token and data credits, that system is highly underutilized, and we're gonna see how valuable that is in the future. I still think it's going to be a forefront in communication for enterprises and IoT solutions in general. Now, the 5G revenue model is going to come up a lot quicker. It's a lot easier. Like we've talked about, they're already partnered with T-Mobile. From what I've been hearing, originally we thought it was Helium that was going to be leveraging the T-Mobile network. We're actually finding that it's going to be the reverse way a lot sooner than I thought. T-Mobile is utilizing Helium's network for dead spots of 5G networks that they need. And of course, we do have Helium's cellular service that's going to be coming out later this year, and it's going to be so cheap, $5 for 1 gig of data per month. It's insane, so affordable. So I think we're gonna see huge things coming from Helium Mobile, especially the 5G side. And then in the future, we're gonna see a huge spike in the Helium token. Once again, not investment advice, but for me, that's where I see it going in the future. So the big question right now is, why use Moken? Why not just deploy your own radio? Well, for a lot of people, you live outside of the United States and you can't. Point blank, you're not able to. And so Moken, being the only platform that is doing this as of right now, is an extremely amazing opportunity. And these deployed hotspots have been selling like crazy. Helium Deploy, majority of their business is actually doing these pre-deployed units and allowing investors outside of the United States or inside of the United States to basically purchase these pre-deployed units. The other important thing is that deploying these radios, it's not easy. It's not like the original Helium hotspots where you just plug them in, hook them up to Wi-Fi. These need to be wired into Ethernet. You need higher internet speeds, and majority of the time you have to run cable through walls from the inside to the outside. Also, there's a lot of troubleshooting going on because it's so early in the deployments. So some of the companies that I work with that are deploying these units, that Panda Labs acts as an installer, I see other installers having really basic questions that some of us who are more experienced, we've already been through and we know the troubleshooting process. But especially for, just a layperson, just someone coming off the street, they're like, hey, I want to have my own 5G tower. Do you even have any idea what the first step you would do to install something up on a 2-story roof like this? It's a very labor-intensive process. And so Moken is allowing people to own the radios without having to go through all of that labor-intensive process. But the most important reason why you would want to use the Moken platform is because it'll help you smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm. So let's dive into the platform a little bit. As you can see, the marketplace, right now they have 51 radios available for purchase. We're going to talk about how to navigate the marketplace, or at least how I did, in just a little bit. So when you go over to your portfolio, this is literally 1 day of earning tokens, and it was already deposited into my Helium account. So I've already earned 15,000 mobile tokens from one of these radios. Now, on average, they're earning almost 23,000 mobile tokens per day. A couple things here. You can see where it's located. You can actually go and view it on the Helium Explorer. And then, of course, you can look at the agreement and how much you've earned and how much you're going to earn in the future. Now, once again, these are $2,500 per unit, and deployers, it's a marketplace. It's a free market. So they can determine your earnings. For this radio that I own, it's going to be 65% of the earnings, which is why I received 15,000 mobile tokens for 1 day when it earns 22, almost 23,000 per day. And of course, it's cool because it shows you the next payout date here. Now, if you purchase multiple radios, of course, you are going to see all of your radios here on your portfolio dashboard. I do think it's going to become a lot more robust of a system. As of right now, like I mentioned, it's in the alpha phase, but I suspect that this platform is going to become much more advanced and robust, just user-friendly in general. Okay, let's talk about the marketplace a little bit, and we'll go through how I navigated it when I actually picked out the radio that I wanted to own. You can see all of the available radios here. And keep in mind, it can be a same location, but different radios. A lot of people have up to 6 radios actually deployed per deployment, so per Freedom Fi gateway. First off, you can see what the yesterday's earnings are, the average earnings per day, and then of course the price. Now, from what I've been told, this is going to be a flat $2,500 per radio. And of course you break it down into 5 installments of $500 per radio, which I think is a great deal with them coming pre-deployed. It's absolutely amazing, and I really love that. Basically, you copy the address and you go to the Herokuapp Coverage Explorer. I'll have a link for that down in the description for you to use whenever you're going through the marketplace. Now you select the location. It's not going to drop exactly on your hotspot because it's just taking you to near the location. I already know which one is mine, and so I can click on this and you can actually look at the radios. Now, for those of you who received the emails from Helium Deploy, you were able to read through how the new point system is going to apply to how much mobile tokens you earn. And basically, it's based on actual proof of coverage. You can see here, this is what this specific radio, the coverage that it's providing. And if you click off of it, you're going to see this is what all of the radios from that deployment is providing in coverage. Now, so let's say we wanted to pick between these radios. You can see the different points that are on them. And so some radios are probably higher up than others and providing more coverage. And it also depends on the direction that they're faced and the angle as well. So this is what I was looking for. Now keep in mind, the sooner you get into the Moken app, the sooner you're gonna have an opportunity to choose which radio you want. If you snooze, you're gonna lose. So I was fortunate enough to get to pick one that was earning very well. But it's basically that simple. The baseline is gonna be $2,500 for the radio, and it comes installed, configured, tuned, and earning Helium on the 5G network already. So basically, the day that you purchase it, you're gonna start earning mobile tokens right off the bat. That also comes with 24/7, 365 hardware and software support. That comes with it for free for the first year. Now, after that, it'll be $40 a month with a 30-day cancellation notice option. I think this is actually a really good value because if a hotspot goes down, for someone to go out to a location that they don't live at, it is actually labor intensive. And so I think this is extremely valuable. You think about how much T-Mobile and AT&T pay their technicians to actually go out and service their 5G radios. It's pretty big. So $40 a month to have a guaranteed up 24/7, 365. That's pretty good. And then of course, you get the management of the wallet, the contracts, everything. Moken is gonna send that to you automatically and ensure that that's happening. So as soon as you pick out the radio that you want, you simply click buy now. You're going to read through the agreement, and as soon as you're ready to go, you simply click which way you would like to do. Now, Moken uses PayPal right now. They might come out with different payment methods in the future, but this makes it extremely easy to do. Now, of course, after you purchase your radio, you're gonna wanna make sure that you go into your profile on the Moken app and update some of your basic information. So most important one is gonna be updating your Helium address, because that's gonna be where all of the earnings are sent to. And then of course your name and your phone number, you'll simply click submit. Other than that, you're good to go. Your portfolio will be all set up automatically. I purchased this radio 2 days ago, and I received the tokens in my wallet yesterday, and they showed up on my portfolio dashboard today. Now you can see I'm gonna get another payout on February 6th. So basically these payouts are occurring every 7 days, which is absolutely amazing. I'm so happy with the platform already, and I'm just really thankful that Moken allowed me to be one of the first channels to review it. So there you have it. That is the review of Moken.io. So of course, if you want to get access to the Moken app, use the link down in the description and grab a fully deployed radio while you can. Right now, the app is only open to roughly 500 users. And so it's very exclusive right now. I don't know how long these are going to be in stock. Now, of course, if you haven't subscribed, make sure you do that. I have tons more content coming out on the Helium network. I'm extremely bullish on it. I think 5G is going to be a big thing in the future. Helium is going to be in the forefront of how we connect mobily. So make sure you turn the notification bell on, and that way you'll get notified anytime that I come out with a new video. If you haven't liked this video, also make sure you do that. And I know I do this a lot at the end of the videos, but I just really appreciate all of you for watching these videos, smashing the like button, subscribing, watching all the way to the end, comments, questions, concerns, everything that you do to contribute. I love doing this, and all of you are the reason that's possible. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. I really appreciate you. And with all that out of the way, thanks for stopping by. My name's Chris with Committed 3D Tech, and we'll catch you next time.